What if I told you that the path to spiritual enlightenment was not a set of steps but a journey of the heart? Welcome to a space where we ponder the profound, where we delve into the depths of spirituality and seek to understand the true essence of righteousness. Righteousness, a term often thrown around in religious and spiritual discussions, but what does it really mean? Is it simply the act of following rules, adhering strictly to a set of principles, or is it something more? Let's strip away the layers of preconceived notions and societal definitions. Let's dive into the heart of righteousness. Picture it not as a checklist of actions, but as a state of being, an inner compass guiding us towards harmony, peace, and love. It is the embodiment of our highest ideals, the expression of our deepest truths, and the manifestation of our most genuine selves. Righteousness is not a destination, but a journey. It is the path we tread in the pursuit of spiritual enlightenment. It is the courage to choose love over hate, truth over deception, and compassion over indifference. It is not a rigid structure but a fluid, evolving process that shapes and is shaped by our personal spiritual journey. This journey, this path of righteousness, is deeply personal and unique to each one of us. It is not dictated by external forces but driven by our innermost desires and values. It is not about conforming to an established norm, but about aligning with your own truth and authenticity. The path of righteousness is not a path of perfection, but a path of growth. It is about acknowledging our flaws, embracing our imperfections, and striving to be better, to do better. It is a commitment to self-improvement and spiritual growth. It is about cultivating compassion, fostering forgiveness, and nurturing love. So today we embark on a spiritual journey to understand the path of righteousness. We invite you to join us as we explore this path, as we delve into its depths, and as we seek to understand its true essence. Remember, the path to righteousness is a journey of the heart, a journey that begins within. So let's start this journey together, hand in hand, heart to heart. Meet John, a man who, like many of us, was in search of his spiritual path. A man of many questions yet few answers. A man who was unsure of his place in this vast universe. John was a man of the world, but he felt a deep yearning within him. A yearning for something more profound, more significant than the tangible reality he was accustomed to. He was a man who desired more than the materialistic world could offer. He craved meaning, purpose, and a deeper connection with the universe. John was not a religious man, but he was a spiritual one. He believed in the existence of a higher power, a divine entity that governed the universe. However, he was unsure about how to connect with this higher power. He had doubts, questions, and misconceptions about spirituality and righteousness. He wondered if righteousness was about following religious doctrines, or if it was about being a good person. He questioned the essence of spirituality. Was it about meditation and yoga, or was it about understanding the mysteries of life and the universe? The more he delved into these questions, the more confused he became. The world presented him with various definitions of spirituality and righteousness, but none seemed to resonate with him. He was lost in a sea of information, unable to find his bearings. John's struggles were not unique. Many of us go through similar experiences in our quest for spiritual enlightenment. We are often bombarded with a plethora of information which leaves us more confused than enlightened. We encounter doubts and misconceptions that hinder our spiritual growth. But it is important to remember that the path to spirituality and righteousness is not a straightforward one. It is a journey filled with twists and turns, highs and lows, doubts and revelations. It is a journey that requires patience, persistence, and an open mind. John's journey was not an easy one. He faced obstacles, experienced setbacks, and even questioned his beliefs. But he remained steadfast in his quest for spiritual enlightenment. He understood that the path to spirituality was not about finding the right answers, but about asking the right questions. But little did John know his journey was only just beginning. John's journey took him to various places, meeting people from different walks of life. From the bustling city streets to the tranquil mountain villages, John found himself immersed in a diverse tapestry of human experiences. In the heart of the city, he met a woman named Rosa. Rosa, despite her humble circumstances, radiated a joy that was infectious. She worked tirelessly, helping those in need without expecting anything in return. Her life was not marked by material wealth, but by the richness of her spirit. John learned from Rosa that righteousness is not about acquiring, but about giving selflessly. John then traveled to a serene mountain village, where he met an old monk named Tenzin. Tenzin lived a life of solitude and simplicity. He spent his days in quiet meditation, seeking inner peace and enlightenment. From Tenzin, John learned that righteousness is not about outward appearances, but about inner transformation. It is a journey of the soul, a journey towards inner peace and harmony. John's next stop was a bustling marketplace, where he met a trader named Hassan. Hassan was a man of integrity, always dealing fairly with his customers. He believed in the principle of honesty, and treated everyone with respect. From Hassan, John learned that righteousness is not about grand gestures, but about living each day with honesty and respect for others. As John continued his journey, he realized that the true path of righteousness is not a destination but a journey. It's about how we live our lives, how we treat others, and how we find peace within ourselves. It's about the choices we make each day, the small acts of kindness, the moments of self-reflection, and the pursuit of inner peace. John's journey was a quest for understanding, a quest to discover the true essence of righteousness. And with each encounter, with each experience, he found a piece of the puzzle. From the joyous Rosa, the introspective Tenzin, and the honest Hassan, he learned that righteousness is not about what we show to the world, but about who we are when no one is watching. Each encounter, each experience brought John closer to understanding the true path of righteousness. The path of righteousness, as John discovered, is not a path of judgment, but a path of love and compassion. As we journey through this existence, we often stumble upon the question, what does it mean to be righteous? Is it about adhering to a rigid set of moral standards, or is it something deeper, more profound? John, like many of us, embarked on a quest to unravel this mystery, and what he discovered was transformative. The path of righteousness, he found, is not a road paved with harsh judgments or rigid conformity. It's not about casting stones at those who don't conform to our worldview. Instead, it's a journey marked by love, understanding, compassion, and acceptance. It's about embracing diversity, acknowledging our shared humanity, and treating others not just with respect, but with heartfelt empathy. This path invites us to peel back the layers of our preconceptions, to see beyond the superficial differences that divide us. It encourages us to understand, rather than to judge, to empathize rather than to condemn. It's a journey inward, a journey of self-discovery and self-transformation. And here's the paradox. The path of righteousness is not about changing others, but about changing ourselves. It's about cultivating a heart that's open to love, a mind that's open to understanding, and a spirit that's open to compassion. It's about becoming a beacon of positivity, spreading light in a world often shrouded in darkness. But, like any journey, the path of righteousness is not without its challenges. It requires courage to defy the status quo, to choose love over judgment, understanding over prejudice, and compassion over indifference. It requires a willingness to step out of our comfort zones, to confront our biases, and to embrace the unfamiliar. Yet, it's a journey worth undertaking. For it's not just about becoming a better person, it's about contributing to a better world. It's about fostering an environment where love, understanding, and compassion are not just ideals, but lived realities. And so John discovered that the path of righteousness was not outside, but within him. While John had discovered his path, his journey was far from over. Let's take a moment to appreciate this. It's a powerful realization, isn't it? The spiritual journey is not a destination to arrive at, but a continuous process of growth, understanding, and evolution. Just like a river that continuously flows, our spiritual journey is ever-changing, ever-evolving. It's not a static state, but a dynamic process, an ongoing exploration of our innermost selves and our connection to the universe. John's story is a testament to this. Having discovered his path, he might have been tempted to think that he had arrived, that he had found all the answers, but the truth is, he was just beginning. His path was not a place, but a process of continuous growth, continuous learning, continuous evolution. As he journeyed along his path, John began to understand more about himself and his spirituality. He began to see the interconnectedness of all things, the unity of the universe. He began to realize that his spiritual journey was not just about him, but about his place in the grand scheme of things. He discovered that it's not about reaching a specific destination, but about the journey itself. The experiences he had, the lessons he learned, the insights he gained, these were all part of his spiritual journey. And as he journeyed, he continued to grow. He continued to evolve. He continued to deepen his understanding of himself and his spirituality. This is the beauty of the spiritual journey. It's a lifelong process of growth and evolution. It's a journey that we are all on, in one way or another. We are all on our own paths, seeking our own truths, pursuing our own spiritual enlightenment. And like John, our journeys are far from over. They continue day by day, moment by moment. And so the journey continues for John and for all of us in the pursuit of righteousness and spiritual enlightenment.